Hello everyone, welcome to the international channel of 1000 PS. I'm Juliane, and in this video I want to present to you what Suzuki presented at EICMA, the new models for 2023. So Suzuki has been making the V-Stroms for years. You might know the 1050 or the 650, and they're very successful models. And now, in addition, they made the new V-Strom 800. And what's kind of funny about it is that even though the name is still V-Strom, it has not a V-twin anymore. So now we have a parallel twin with 776 cc, which delivers, I think, 84 horsepower and 78 newton meters. But it has a 270-degree crankpin offset, so it kind of imitates the character and the sound of a 90-degree V-twin. And what is so great about this bike is that it also is equipped with a lot of electronics. It even comes standard with a quick shifter up and down. And as I said, the electronics, we have a color TFT display with 3 riding modes, 3 levels of ABS and 5 levels of traction control. Of course, for the off-road use, you can also disengage the ABS. What's also great about this bike is that it has an automatic increase of the RPM when you start riding. So for off-road, that's great, so you don't stall the bike, but also, of course, in stop-and-go traffic or when you start the bike on a traffic light, so it saves you from some embarrassing moments. And it is the DE version that we have right here, so that means it's called Dual Explorer, so it's the off-roady version of the V-Strom. So we could guess that there will be also a standard version as with the other V-Stroms, and this one is made more for also off-road use, so dual purpose, and we have a suspension travel of 220 millimeters in the front and the rear. We have a 21-inch front wheel, a 19-inch rear wheel, and it's fully adjustable. The suspension is by Showa, and we also have a hand wheel to adjust the preload of the rear. And I also tried it out, so standing and sitting feels very comfortable, and we have a 20-liter tank here, and the fuel consumption is supposedly around 4.4 liters per 100 kilometers, so it can get you quite far. The weight is, I think, at 230 kilograms, so it's not super light for a middle-class travel enduro. And the seat height is also typical for a travel enduro. It is quite high, so it's at 855 millimeters. The windshield is adjustable in 3 different positions. The brake lever is adjustable, which I always love. And there's also a USB socket as standard. So, Suzuki hasn't announced the price for this yet, but I heard it should be not much more than the V-Strom 650, so maybe it's around 10,000. But yeah, but we'll see what they're gonna tell us hopefully soon, and I'm very, very excited to try this bike out because, yeah, new Suzuki V-Strom, full of electronics, doesn't have Bluetooth connectivity, but it has a lot of features, comes standard with a quick shifter, and of course there's a lot of accessories for it as well. So yeah, very, very cool. Got me very excited to see this new V-Strom. So here is the brand new GSX-8S, the first new naked bike by Suzuki since 24 years. So you might know the SV650, but here we have a new naked bike now, brand new, with the same engine as in the V-Strom that I just showed you, just 1 horsepower less, so 83 horsepower, also 78 newton meters, and that 776 cc parallel twin, also standard with quick shifter up and down, which is really awesome. And as well as the V-Strom, it also has that 270-degree crankpin offset to imitate the character and the sound of a V-twin. And we also have a lot of electronics in there. We have that 5-color TFT display, also with 3 different riding modes and different settings of ABS and traction control. We have a 14-liter tank opposed to a 20-liter tank. It weighs 202 kilograms fully fueled. And I forgot to mention that with the V-Strom, it weighs 230 kilograms, so not that light. Here we only have 202 kilograms fully fueled, fully fueled, which is a little more than the competitors. And we have a seat height of 810 millimeters, a wheelbase of 1,465 millimeters. Suspension, of course, is more conventional than on the V-Strom because that's made for off-road. So we have the suspension by Kayaba. It is a non-adjustable upside-down telescopic fork in the front. The monoshock is adjustable in the preload, and as I said, it's both by Kayaba. We don't have connectivity, but we also don't have connectivity on the V-Strom. They haven't announced the price yet, but I assume it will be something between the Honda Hornet and the MT-07. So here you also see the 1050 DE V-Strom that they presented just recently at Intermod. And yeah, so I'll keep walking now. Thank you for watching. And of course, leave a comment. What do you think of the new V-Strom 800 and the GSX-8S? I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.